Welcome back. 1 week after the Newtown tragedy, the National Rifle Association broke its silence with this proposal.
5 years ago, after the Virginia Tech tragedy, when I said we should put armed security in every school, the media called me crazy. But what if when Adam Lanza started shooting his way into Sandy Hook Elementary School last Friday, he'd been confronted by qualified armed security?
Some are still, in fact, calling him crazy. Is arming security guards and teachers like we do airline pilots the answer? Let's ask Robert MacLean, a former Air Marshal. Good morning to you, sir. Is this the answer, having an armed security guard at every school in the United States?
Good morning. First of all, my heart pours out to all the victims. I got little girls in 3rd and 4th grade. But it's partially correct and it's partially wrong. It looks like the NRA's proposal is a lot like exactly happened after 9/11. Immediately, they grabbed any federal agent they could to throw them on the planes, and later on, they put together a really poorly implemented program to arm pilots, and not very many volunteered for the program.
Yeah, now I can see the reality that, look, he's right in some regard. If someone shows up at a school and there's an armed principal or an armed guard, clearly that shooting is not going to happen. But arming every school in the United States is completely unfeasible for starters. It is impractical financially, let alone the safety implications that come out of all this. Did it work in the skies, though?
Well, they could argue that it is working because there hasn't been an incident, but it looks like every time an American aircraft that gets hijacked, there hasn't been any air marshals, or both planes that have had IEDs on board, both of them didn't have armed marshals on them, and I don't think there were any armed pilots on them either. So yeah, the Air Marshal program alone it's a $1 billion program. And the armed pilots program is, a lot of the pilots believe it's real difficult. There's too much to qualify for. They have to go on their own time. So just a very few amount of them want to. So from the very beginning, I was calling for putting a weapon on every aircraft. And that way, every aircraft is protected. You could consider like a modified shotgun. Yeah. I think a similar situation can happen in every school, but nobody's going to be able to afford to hire police or even armed private security for every aircraft.
It is certainly interesting. Robert MacLean, former Air Marshal, thanks for being with us this morning. We appreciate it. Coming up.